All right, got a pilot bearing or maybe the input shaft bearing going down. From the transmission being slightly out of line, but I mean, took the motor mount bolts out. That one's kind of in the middle. That one's pretty much in the middle, so not real sure on what would be out of line or if I just have a faulty pilot bearing. It was a needle type, not a bushing. But let's get it apart and see what we got. The fluid that come out of it lost a little bit on the ground, but that has maybe 300 miles on it. I don't see no metal, but I would love for it to be a little bit pinker color. I don't know. I'm no automatic transmission fluid specialist, but it looks a little dark for what it went through short time ago. Got the trans out. A little bit of play in the shaft. Still gotta get the top bell housing mold off of her. Can't tell from pilot shot. It's got a little bit of play in it, but terrible. But you know more when I get the pilot out. I mean, there's a little bit of slop. It's hard to see on the didn't hurt the end of it. The new bushing's smooth. The old one is notchy, and I might have done that with the blind puller, but either way it looks slightly deformed. My question is, I bought an input shaft bearing. While it's here, would you pull it and put the new bearing in it? I mean, it rolls over smooth. Like, I don't hear nothing or feel nothing in it. I'm a little hard to believe that just that pilot bearing was making it jump and buck and make all kinds of racket, but I mean, it's very much possible. But what do you think? Should I go ahead and pull it down and put that bearing in it and shim it? Alright, pulled it all apart. Sorry I didn't get to get it on film. I wasn't sure, and it's first time for me, but re-shimmed everything. Hopefully the bearing ain't smoked. I don't have a press to get it off with, but down to about 15 thousandths of slop and put it back in tomorrow. Alright, it's the next day. Trying to get my camera centered centered on that. Got the pilot bushing in. Still got a torque, so didn't beat it up this time. Got it in nice and flush. Hopefully the bushing does better than the other one did. Still gotta try to line my bell housing up, make sure everything's in line. Beat the hell out of these headers, getting it back in and back out. It's a new day. Hopefully we get this thing in and get it going. All right, got it in. It was hard again, same ordeal. Had to pull it like 2 millimeters maybe, if that. Just as hard as I shoved on it, it would not go. So 2 or 3 turns of the bolt, pulled it on in. It had to be already in the pilot, but I don't know, something's always tied on it, but that or I'm just weak. How you like my jack, trans jack? Somehow broke the little plunger out of my quick connect, so I had to rob one off of another one we had, and now it's a mile too long. It's the only one I had. I couldn't order one just short of notice, but I haven't tried to bleed it yet, so hopefully it'll work. I just got 3 miles of cable now, or hose, but it's on there. Hopefully we can start sticking it together and be running here in a few. Well, still kind of doing it. First gear, still got a little bit of a noise in 5th and 6th, but other than that, it don't. Let me slow down here to first gear if I can. No cars coming. With the clutch in and rolling, you can just hear it like a inside, no chips on any teeth. I had the front face off, I had the back tail section off. I didn't see nothing alarming, nothing laying in the bottom, nothing on the magnets. The pilot bearing was ruined, so basically it just got a shimmed input shaft and a new pilot bushing instead of bearing this time, but it's still doing the kind of the same thing. Gas hands bouncing around. That's 6th gear. Probably can't hear it. Let's see if I can. Just like it's got a lot of backlash. It runs and shifts great. Like, I don't know, I wished it was something that was more noticeable than what it is, because it's probably something that most people will be like, oh yeah, mine still does that to this day, and I've put 50,000 miles on it and whatever. But where I'm new to these, stuff like that drives me crazy. It could be the oil. I had to run the Mercon Dextron mix shit from Valvoline. I ain't a fan on it, just because multi-vehicle to me has so many different meanings to it as far as what they can put in it. Starting to rain. But yeah, I don't know. Other than pulling it back out and pulling it apart, everything looked great. Starter still kind of sounds a little weird. I guess only I notice it because I'm used to hearing what it starts and what it sounds like, but it's got a different tone to it, which makes no sense because the flywheel should be solid. I did check the flywheel bolts, they're tight. So, not sure what the next move is. Maybe just drive it and see if it gets worse or better, or rough road. It does perfectly fine though. I mean, performance wise, just makes a little racket. Let's see if I can do it here at this stop sign. I don't know if I hurt something when I done that one lick. It was, you know, I do have ET drags on the back, but it was a rolling, you know, 10 mile an hour clutch drop type deal with no burnout, so they wasn't sticky. Maybe that broke something in first, I don't know. That's when the noise first appeared, after I made that lick, and then it started getting a little noisy, and then it gradually got worse. But I don't know, I'll drive it home and we'll see we'll go from there. I guess that's the only thing I can do. Drive it till it makes a major issue and then fix whatever it is, or I hate to get out and get broke down, but I don't want to just send it off to be rebuilt yet. As far as I know, it's a normal thing. I've read people saying that there's T56s are notchy, but this one wasn't when I first put it in, so I don't know if that's normal or not. But I don't know. I'll see you on a drive home. Well, I'm gonna attempt to drive it home. We'll see how it goes. Shop. I'm gonna turn around and go back. I ain't gonna try to make a 70-mile trip on it and then be stranded at the house. And I don't know what's up with it. It's still making when you let off the gas, there's a lot of racket, like backlash. I don't know if it's a bearing out in the back of the trans or what, but it's mostly noticeable in 3rd, 5th, and 6th. Like you can let off the gas and you get a whine, and then if you bounce the gas a couple of times, you get a loud clanging, and you can feel it in the shifter. Like every time I let off the gas, I hear, you know, gears rattling off each other. So that's gonna be my current state, I guess, for now. I'll try to pull it out. I'm off this week from work, so I'll try to... Damn lady, her lightning bug stuck to my windshield. Try to pull it out again this week and, I don't know, buy a rebuild kit or try to call somebody at TIC, see if they've heard of it doing this before or what. But instead I've tightened up the input slop and all that, and it didn't fix nothing. Makes me wonder if there's a bearing down on the back side around the tail that's letting me have a lot of slop. It's a downshift to third. Transmission performs great. I don't want to push it in what might be a $300 fix, and then if I drive it 70 or 80 miles, it becomes a a $3,000 fix with these. And it was fine 3 weeks ago, and now it's not. So, and most of my trip home is highway. It would be 5th and 6th gear, and on and off the throttle. And I just think, I mean, it's a lot of work to pull it, take it out, take it in, take it out, take it in, but I'd rather do it one more time and hope that I fix it than to drive it over, spend more gas, maybe hauling it back this way, because this is the only shop I've got to work out of. I can't do anything from home, so it's not like I can drop a transmission and put a transmission in by myself at the house. Back in 5th, I'll let you listen to it. I don't know if you could hear that or not, but it's real sloppy. Like real sloppy. But Sunday night I'll call Tick in the morning or somebody, a couple of transmission places, and ask them if they've ever heard of this or not, and then go from there. It's definitely not, unless the input shaft bearing is smoked. To me, it looked fine. I mean, I've seen a lot of pinion bearings, and it's a similar setup. And I mean, there's no discoloration, nothing like that, and it spins. It's just like anything else, but until you put it against the bearing race, you can't really tell. Scared the shit out of me. It's a train. But yeah, I'm not going to chance it all the way home and then do more damage than good. So conclude this video, I guess, and we'll see if we can't find out more on it in the upcoming week. Pull it back out or something and see what I can find out. But thanks guys for listening and riding along and going through this with me, and I'll see you on the next one.